Trailing in the 8th last night, the Nats stormed back with their most explosive inning of the season. Home runs from 3 young sluggers, turning a 6-3 deficit into a dramatic 9-6 win over St. Louis. Now, one of the league's hottest offenses looks to secure a series win behind Cade Cavalli, making his first home start of the season after dominating at Nats Park a year ago. And here comes Cade Cavalli up the dugout steps into the mound at Nationals Park for the first time in 2026. This guy's pitched in cold temperatures growing up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And it is a cold night here at Nationals Park. Wind whipping throughout the yard. 54 degrees, feels quite a bit cooler than that. As we get ready for the start of game 2, here's the Cardinals lineup. Much as it was last night, Weatherholt, Herrera, Burleson, and Walker remain the top 4, with Jordan Walker red hot. Nolan Gorman will man the hot corner and bat 5th. Mason Wynn 6th. Thomas Sajazi will bat 7th, with Pedro Pajes handling the catching duties and batting 8th ahead of Victor Scott II. And there are the numbers, Franny, for Cade Cavalli this season.
Yeah, the 6'4", 223-pound right-hander, 27 years old, 2.79 ERA. We love that. 9 2/3 you love. To that, it get extended to about 15, 16 innings here today, right? I mean, that'd be nice. Righties, lefties. He's handled the righties, lefties. It's still been the problem.
And here's one of them, J.J. Weatherholt. Fouls it off.
We are so prompt.
Right on time.
We're like I think the only team in the league that can say that. Everyone else is 5 minutes delayed. No big deal.
Cade Cavalli ready to rock. Weatherholt swinging again, fouling it off, and it's 0-2. He was on base 3 times last night, 1 for 3 and a couple of walks. Ali Marmol, the Cardinals skipper. Cavalli got comfortable in his major league home yard last season, made 5 starts here at Nats Park, was 2-0 with a 2.49 ERA. Only surrendered 1 home run in those 5 outings. Had a little bit of a tougher road on the road. Misses away with the fastball, and it's 2-2. It's Derek Thomas with the balls and strikes here tonight. Scott Berry, Manny Gonzalez, and Tom Hanahan from 1st to 3rd. Cavalli's 2-2. This is down and in. From 0-2 to 3-2.
And this is what J.J. Weatherholt does. Right? Not a lot of panic for the youngster. 6 walks on the year already.
Yeah, good idea. The strike zone doesn't chase the guys that you have to get out in the zone. That makes it tough. That's the difference between the big leagues and the minor leagues.
And he lost him. Weatherholt's 3rd walk of the series, and he's aboard leading off this ball game.
Well, let's check out that pitch arsenal. StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud for Cade Cavalli this year. 4-seam fastball, knuckle curve. We got the sweeper, sinker, changeup, and the little cutter. He likes to throw the cutter to righties. See the slugs on that. Don't worry about it early in the year. 4-seamer, it's not going to have that the whole time. I like the other ones, though.
Yeah, we'll keep those the same.
Weatherholt on the move as Herrera fouls it off.
Me and you've talked about this, Franny. You wonder if that was a hit and run, but I mean, he basically had that base stolen. Especially as a righty, you should be able to see him. Could have been a hit and run, though. I don't want to say.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like
let him get the second.
We don't see hit and runs enough to make that a normal thing.
Loop back of second. Nasim Nunez goes back and makes the play. Looked like he thought about it. He kind of circled around it.
He was. All right, let's look at the Nationals defense behind Cade Cavalli today, with James Wood in left field today, Jacob Young in center, and Joey Waymer, the big Weem, he's in right. Howard and Abrams left side, Nunez and Meade on the right, with Gabriel Ruiz behind the plate.
James coming off a big night on both sides of the ball last night.
I love his post-game interviews. I appreciate his level of excitedness. Not very high.
Yours.
Not very high. He's a pro at that. All-star.
He's got it down.
He definitely. I mean,
I'll give
he's
you
kind of
what you
like
need.
that all the time.
Yeah, I'll give it to you what you need. Don't try to dig deep here. We're not going to give it to you. Because then you're going to want more.
Be the same.
Good pick.
Alec Burleson 0 for 4 last night. Walked and drove in a run. One ball, one strike. This guy crushes right-handed pitching. He has 48 career homers, 49, sorry. 43 of them against righties.
That changeup?
Changeup.
That was a good one right there. Match that pitch before. Just go a little bit down. Get the reach. Get the backside of Burleson going to the first base dugout.
I think that pitch will help him a lot with lefties. Like you were saying, he needs to figure out how to get lefties out a little bit more.
It's not like, for me, just watching, you're going, all right, so what is it? It's not like he falls behind crazy, right? It's not like he's pitching. He just, sometimes he's got such a nasty fastball or a nasty curveball, they might lay off it to get to the next pitch that they want, where a lot of guys are swinging on the right side of it.
Weatherholt extends that lead just a little bit. Burleson fouls it off left side.
Now this year he's a little, I would say, just slightly out from where he was last year, right? On the right third base side of the rubber. Release point just a little bit more, maybe creating a little bit more of an angle. There it is.
Runner goes. Pitch taken down and in. Throw down by Ruiz, and Abrams can't pick it. Wouldn't have had a play regardless. Weatherholt steals the bag. He's into scoring position with one out.
Huge jump, but Caber, what an exchange right there.
On a tough pitch.
Yeah. There's no chance. I don't care how good your arm is, ever. Good job by CJ. Come up, get it, just put a glove on it somehow.
Burleson tomahawks one out to right. Getting to it is Weimer, who gets off a strike, which is cut off by Meade. Runner holding at third, so they're at the corners now for the Cardinals with one out in the first.
Is chin high? Can't do anything about that one. It almost had like the feeling like he knew they're going upstairs, right? Like to get on top of that.
Here comes the Cardinals' hottest hitter, Jordan Walker. Homered again last night, giving him 3 on the young season. Good sweeper diving away, 0-1. Last year it took him 38 games to hit 3 home runs. This year he's done it in 10.
It's going full ski mask.
I wish I had one, frankly. Tried to check. Could not. Scott Berry says he went too far, and it's
Scott's like, don't be eyeing me like that.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Jordan Walker taken with pick number 21 overall back in the 2020 draft. 1 pick after. The guy on the mound. Walker stares out as Cavalli comes home with an 0-2. Hit out to short. Abrams bobbles it. Won't have a play. That'll go down as an E6, and the Cardinals are on the board early. It's 1-0.
Well, the way CJ went after this ball was perfect. Just takes his eyes off it quickly. Late hop. That's getting on your heels. Play through it. It's reading that hop while you're coming up, right? So I feel like you get in that spot. It's easy to rush and get in a good spot, you think, but you might have gone too far.
Well, I would say he went too far because of the runner, too. And Jordan Walker's not slow, but he's also not a burner. So had a little bit more time than he thought right there, but sort of gave himself that in between.
And it wasn't. Sometimes you look at him, you're going, he wasn't ahead of it. He was. I mean, he worked to get there.
Ollie misses with the curveball, and it's 2-0 to Nolan Gorman. So a walk, a single, and an E6 for the Cardinals here in the first. Hit well out to right. Over is Weimer into a dive, and he can't glove it.
They're going.
Windmill on. Coming around third to the plate is Burleson, and it gets away from Meade now, who throws down to second. They get the trail runner. Chaos out there on the infield. Cardinals double their lead. And the batter runner thrown out at second.
Yeah, but he was dead to rights at home, and I don't know if anybody said anything on this, and Curtis Meade, I don't think, saw the runner at third. Barely there. Good effort by Joey. How about the scramble to get up barehanded and fire an absolute strike? There is no chance. That is all over. Burleson's out.
So Burleson scores. Walker ends up at third.
Good recovery by Curtis Meade.
Really good recovery, because I feel like he looked at home and realized,
yeah,
if he would have let it go, but pick it up, throw a strike to second, and at least get one out.
Payne fastball to make it 1-1 to Mason Wynn. Another heater, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So not the cleanest of innings here behind Cavalli, forcing him to throw at least 24 pitches. Off the end of the bat and out of play right side. For any of the early returns through your eyes of that sweeper for Cade, trying to have something diving away from right-handed hitters?
I think it's been good. I don't think it's dialed in completely yet, right? Like knowing when to use, I think it's going to be more confidence as he gets going during the season. But I feel like the swings that we have seen on it, they've been very good. Like for a pitcher standpoint, those are like, yes, right? They're not taking these big, hellacious hacks. They're surviving on him.
Yeah, some emergency hack.
Yeah.
Another 1-2. Misses away with the fastball to even the count.
I feel like when he misses glove side like this, he's kind of rushing a little bit and trying to do too much. Cold nights when it's windy like this too, it can be tough. Get a good grip. Try and throw it a little bit harder than you need to.
Hit out to left center. After it is Young, and on a cold night, That'll end up just on the edge of the track. But the Cardinals get 2. They make Cavalli throw 28 pitches in the first. Attack this Cardinals team, who put up 2 in the top of the first. Wood to be followed by Mead, House, and Lyle. Joey Weimer will get his second start of the homestand. He'll bat 5th with C.J. Abrams in the 6th spot. Jacob Young moved up a couple. He's batting 7th tonight with Nasim Nunez and Keibert Ruiz 8th and 9th. Against the left-hander who started opening day for St. Louis, Matthew Liberator.
Yeah, the 6'4", 215-pound lefty. Very pristine 1.64 ERA, 11 innings. Not a lot of punch, not a lot of walk. But virtually, like, I look at him, he reminds me a lot of David Peterson with the Mets, right? Sinker, pretty good one, especially to lefties. Little slider, changeup, curve. He has a lot of pitches.
He likes to throw that slider to the same part of the plate. It's away, down and away from lefties, and down and in to righties. He uses that back foot. That's his strikeout pitch to righties.
Misses low with the 4-seamer, and it's 2-1. The 2 runs that Liberator has surrendered this season, both have come on solo homers. The last one in that start against the Mets, hit by Juan Soto.
Decent hitter.
Yeah.
Could become something one day.
Yeah, homered and ended up getting a couple times on the slider after that.
Wood awaits a 3-1. Hacks it up the middle, and that'll fall for a base hit. So James Wood, after a bit of a slow start to the season, starting to come around now on this homestand. It's his 3rd hit in this series.
His reaction is perfect. Just down and away off the end. Oh, God.
Doesn't hurt as much when it's a hit.
No, but then let's be honest here. Like, you get about 2 pitches into this, you're like, all right, that one hurts.
Look at him. He's still holding his hands.
With a big smile on his face. So Wood aboard leading off the home half.
He's just staying through the ball a lot more now. I mean, he was so spinny and kind of topping everything to right field, staying through the ball, staying in his legs a little bit more.
I think a little bit. Tell me if I'm off on this one. When he gets into that react mode, he has a general idea of like what's going on. Just goes into reaction. He gets way more of what you're just talking about.
Well, he almost mentally needs to try and get jammed.
Yeah.
And you're not going to jam yourself, but it lets the ball travel. That's the pitch the righties have to lay off of.
Curtis
Really?
Mead off the bench yesterday, 1 for 2 with a walk, or rather a double and a run scored. Has 2 hits on the homestand, both 2 baggers. And a 2-2 count.
He had the pickoff too. Remember just a little step off and got Francisco Lindor the other day. Lindor reached back just to get tagged out. Like, I'm out. I know. It's got a weird day for him that day.
Really good step off move. His other move is not great though. They could steal on him tonight. You just got to watch out for the step off, because that's quick. But his real move and his actual pitch to home are way different.
Way different. And you look at that right there. He's ball in hand. That's number 1. You got to identify that as a base runner.
I didn't have to worry about that too much.
Not the largest of leads, Zim?
I like to say a good base runner. I don't know if I was fast. I wasn't making many outs at first. I'm gonna just go station to station, first to third when necessary. I made it to first. I want to stay there, please.
We're good. We're good.
The 2-2. Taken in on that slider, and Meads worked the count full.
Great job.
And a walk drawn, but a challenge coming from Pages
Caller
behind the
fields the ball.
plate.
The catcher's challenging.
Big one here in a 3-2 count.
Pitch is a strike. The batter is out. St. Louis has 2 challenges remaining.
So ABS powered by T-Mobile showing a strike 3 called. Pedro Pages steals a strikeout for his starter.
That's the second one he's had this year. He's now 4 for 9. That's it, though, behind the plate. But 2 strikeouts added.
So the Pajeses, the Pahai,
Ooh.
Pedro, and
You've been thinking about that one for a while. I know you too well.
they've done some damage to the Nationals on this homestand. Brady House swings through the fastball, and it's 0-2. Brady 3 for 5 last night with 3 extra base hits, 2 doubles and a homer. First career game for the Nationals third baseman with 3 extra base hits in a game.
Just in a great spot. Not cutting himself off, not lunging. But I think more impressively for us, like if he had those 2 jam shots last year, he was spinning off slider, trying, like, just not staying within himself and staying with his approach.
Off the end of the bat, that's going to travel out to right center for a base hit. James Wood will move up 90 feet, and that might be another one that you feel in your hands on a cold night, but another one that has a hit attached to it.
Yeah, just staying in the zone a lot longer, staying in the middle of the field, like Franny said. Not spinning off the ball, using his length. I mean, he's such, he creates such leverage because he's so tall. Just starting to trust himself a little bit more.
That was beautiful. I know that people are going to be like, oh, it's a single. It's like, no, it's just like the evolution of where he got to.
Dalen Lyle lines one up the middle. That'll bring in a run. Wood coming around. House goes first to third. And the Nationals answering right back.
Oh, what a sweet swing right there by Dalen Lyle. Middle part of the field, great time to use it. And he does it better than most. Look at his head right on it. Just a beautiful swing.
He's down there for BP. He's starting to drive the ball to left field again, letting the ball travel a little bit. I say he went through a skid. You know, everyone goes 2 for 15, whatever it is, every now and then, but continues to have good at bats. Never panic.
Like you told him, I mean, look, you might not think you're doing anything, but your team's up 1-0 because you're a bat in the first. Like, remember that's as good as a knock. Seriously.
Well, and going back to Brady House's at bat, what you were saying, you know, everyone likes to look at their homers and their extra base hits. Like, honestly, that hit should make a highlight reel of the hits you get with 2 strikes.
Weimer to the backhand of Wynn, and this is what that guy can do. Weimer, though, hustling and beats it out. Looked like a 6-4-3, but Joey Weimer turned on the afterburners to bring in another run. Cardinals are taking a look in their dugouts, and it looks like they're going to challenge.
Can't take this one away from the big Weem. Yeah.
The call on the field is safe. St. Louis is challenging.
See that lunge, though, not being able to stay in stride. That's the hardest thing, and he got lucky.
Yeah, be careful doing that.
Yeah, that's like that
danger zone.
Especially with his side. He's so big. What a play by Mason Wynn to start that. Smother it, make sure you get it. And a great turn, second base.
Before we hear this, getting back what you were saying with that 2-strike, like those are the hits that get it to the next guy.
Yep.
Everyone can hit the mistakes. The balls you drive in the gap, the balls you hit for homers, they're usually mistakes. When you start getting hits on pitchers' pitches, that's when you become a tough lineup.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is out. St. Louis will remain in the challenge.
So the Cardinals get 2 outs in that inning on overturned calls. They called third strike, and the double play upon review, ending the first. So the Nats get 1 in the first. Could have been more. But a couple overturned calls, allowing St. Louis to hold a 2-1 lead as we go to the second.
Good answer, though, I would say.
Yeah. Great at bats.
Both pitchers kind of struggling with command, it looks like, early. I don't know if it's
The cold, the wind,
cold, the
something
wind,
else.
the weather. Insert excuse here. Won't be good.
Standard pitcher.
7, 8, 9 for the Cardinals here in the second. Sajacy swings through the curveball, and it's 1-1. Two for 3 with a double, a walk, and a run scored for him last night.
Yanking that curveball. It's been like that the entire time.
The heater too. Everything's a little yank right now. Maybe slow down a little bit. Get more direction towards home. Adjust the left mustache a little bit to the right.
I like that. I asked, did you ever ask him? Good. Has an umpire even like touched that thing yet? Just to like check? Like, what are you going to do when that happens?
That is pro.
Grounded right side and past Meade.
Wow.
Sajacy an opposite field single leading off the second.
How about that at bat right there? I mean, yank curveballs, get a sinker running in at the hands. I mean, that's a really good pitch. That's a great pitch. That's a great job by Sajacy right there, just to get inside of it, punch it the right side.
Number 8 man Pedro Pajes. Sixth rounder back in 2019 out of FAU. It's now his third year in the majors. Runner goes, throw down by Ruiz,
Ooh,
and the
foot.
tag applied by Nunez to the back half.
He had that, but his foot was up in the air.
Sajacy cut down for the first out in the second.
Well, huge jump. I thought there was no chance of this, but watch his back foot. Oh, he actually got the one that was down, not the one that was up.
Oh yeah.
What a tag. Let it travel. Whew.
Oh, it almost popped out. Keep it, another good exchange.
Yeah, he's worked so hard on so many different areas. Bobby Wilson loving what he and Drew Mills have both done. The receiving, how much better it's gotten, and it really it's visually for us, the vantage point, he is tremendous right now. Yeah, life's boring, hasn't it, Nassim? Got our new tone.
Popped up towards the Nationals dugout. Meade will give a look, so will Ruiz, but it goes over the dugout.
Oh, don't climb into the dugout. Took 2 steps.
Got that ball sitting out there, though. Okay, somebody's going to push it towards the crowd.
Look at him, he's getting yelled at. Don't go in the dugout.
Just wanted the ball, sir.
Get kicked out in the second inning. Best seats he's ever had.
Yep.
Gosh.
So how was the game last night?
I don't know.
First 7 outs were cool.
Pajes down on strikes, and Cade Cavalli now has 2 outs in the second. There's that sweeper to a righty, Franny.
And he's made the, maybe that's the curveball today, right? Like that's the spin today that he's going to use. Maybe overcooking that curveball a little bit, and a great pitch to get Pedro Pajes. Oof.
That's a downer. That's nasty.
You heard how he holds that whole thing, right? Simon Matthews, Sean Doolittle, the entire crew got with him. Said, we want you to throw this. So get your curveball grip, spin it just a slight bit, keep your same grip, think the same thing, then you got yourself a sweeper.
Whatever that was, keep throwing that 85 straight down.
1-1 to Victor Scott II. Talked about this in spring quite a bit. The Nationals with a whole seam orientation team now. Trying to maximize.
And it's real. It is real.
Yep. The little tweaks to the way that a pitcher can hold the ball, deliver it, to make a big difference in the effectiveness of various pitches.
You hear that pitchers will always say it, or not always, but you'll hear guys say, oh, they caught a seam. Like, there's a reason for it now. Caught a seam takes off a little bit more than the other.
Got him. Oh, K-Bear couldn't hold it.
Oh.
Ball just disappeared.
It did.
Here's Simon Matthews, Sean Doolittle. That time he got it. Back to the sweeper. And Cavalli with 2 Ks in a scoreless second.
Four homers in his last 5 games. Square shoulders, squaring up balls, lower hands, and just driving everything right now. And it's such a great spot. C.J. Abrams, he's dialed.
Swings at the first one from Liberatore and fouls it off. Let's go to Alexa Datt with more on CJ.
Dan, Blake Butera today was asked about CJ hitting 6th in the lineup. If he's swinging a hot bat, why not move him up? And he said it's more about spacing out the lefties than anything. If we were batting them in order 1 through 9, the best hitters, CJ would always be up in the top 4. But I've talked to him about it. He feels really comfortable about it, and he's going to be in that 3, 5, 6 spot wherever he is. We are on the same page in terms of our communication.
Thanks, Alexa. So CJ in the 6th spot.
I always like a good run producer in the 6th spot. I mean, you look at Brady, Dalen, James Wood, you got traffic all the time. Your number 5 and number 6 hitters are going to have tons of RBI.
Huge importance. Yeah.
And a lot of times, obviously, he's not going to sneak up on anybody, but a pitcher, 3, 4, 5 is, where they really dial in. Maybe you take a deep breath and then all of a sudden you forget that you're still facing this guy. But a lot of RBI. Obviously he's leading the league in RBIs. So.
And a lot of at-bats like this so far.
Right.
Long ones, confident takes.
Against lefties too, which is great.
Punched out on a 3-2. Fastball down, but in the zone according to Derek Thomas, and there's one out.
That's not a spot that he's going to do much with anyways. Just being honest, like with his swing profile, how it is, it's a good take. I don't mind it.
Just a paint 96.
Second strikeout for Liberatore, who faces Jacob Young with one away.
I just like the fact that we saw him get 6 pitches in there, right? Find a way.
He's still going to hack first pitch, I'm sure.
I mean, it's happened. Yeah, he's done
loves
great.
to do that, but Fernie, the number of times last year that CJ swung first pitch and was retired on one pitch,
Right, but I mean,
was high.
Then the other part of it, there were so many times that he did it and homered.
Yeah.
I mean, huge numbers on it.
Young behind 0-2. And down on 3 pitches. That slider into righties from Liberatore.
I just think that the part that you look at with CJ and what works right now is there's a little bit more diversity in the lineup when it comes to guys that swing a ton and guys that are patient. And now you have a few of those guys that are, spread out. Not all these guys that swing, bunched together.
Yeah. Nunez squares the bunt, pulls back, and takes strike 1. You're looking at your major league leader in stolen bases so far this season. Nasim is 6 for 6. Has 3 of them on this homestand. And the most stolen bases for any Nats player in his first 8 games of a season. That's in team history. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And he could have 2 more. We were highlighting that from the Dodger game the other day. Just huge jumps. Good take.
Works the count full. So a pair of 3-2 counts worked by Nats hitters this frame.
That's a big thing with Liberatore too. Like if he hits top rail with that sinker, slider right off that, like just doesn't, he paint the bottom of the zone. That's where you get a lot of the swing and miss for him.
The 3-2 taken down and in. Nasim Nunez draws another walk and a chance to add to that stolen base total.
And if you're Cabert, give him one.
Give him 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Cabert has no problem making contact with 2 strikes. Let him try and get to second base, so that way if you get a little single, it's a run instead of having first and third. Or give him a couple chances. That's what you got to watch out for.
Liberatore didn't face the Nationals at all last year. He faced them 3 times out of the Cardinals bullpen 2 seasons ago. And in one of those appearances, Cabert took him yard. Strike 1.
A slide step there.
You don't see that too often from him.
Yeah, but you make them do that. A lot of pitchers don't like doing that and may affect their pitches. So even when he's not stealing, he's affecting the game.
There goes Nasim. The ball gets away from Pages behind the plate. Nunez goes about 30 feet past the second base bag, but he'll retreat. And number 7 for Nasim in the stolen base department.
Damn, look at that. Eyes up the entire time. How many times have we seen guys slide into second base? They don't know what's going on. Peek in. That's not even a peek in. That's a look in. See where it's at? Round it? Who knows? Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss on the changeup by Ruiz, and it's 1-2.
Back-to-back changeups. Especially after letting that one go by, to have the confidence to go back to it.
Slider in a 2-strike count sets down Ruiz. So Liberatore strands 1 in scoring position. 2-1 Cards.
Any night a month. Watch games at home or on the go and stay connected all year long. Visit nationals.tv for details. That's a good pup.
Just waiting until they're not looking to turn that head towards that popcorn bucket.
Pablo here?
Pablo is not here tonight, no.
Too far of a walk?
Too cold for Pablo.
Yeah, he sets temperature demands. He's got it in his contract.
Or does mom have that?
Both.
Okay.
2-0 to J.J. Weatherholt leading off the 3rd. On the ground over to Nunez, who has time to throw out his fellow second baseman. So after a little bit of a rocky start to this one for the Nats and Cavalli in the top of the 1st, Cade has now set down 4 of his last 5 that he's faced. The guy that did reach was caught stealing. And now here's Ivan Herrera with 1 down. Grounded right back to Cavalli. Fires over to Meade for the 2nd out.
He's an athlete right there.
Yeah, you can tell that this guy just wants any opportunity he can find to show off that athleticism.
Well, you see Cade before games when he's out warming up, he's just throwing. He's just in all different ways. You see a lot of pitchers trying to do this now. How do you throw naturally? That's him. Just flipping it over there. Be an athlete. Nice job by Cade.
It's like an NFL tight end.
I love it when he's sitting down. Like, you talk to him, you're like, it's great. The moment he stands up, you're like, all right, man, just go back. Can you sit down again? Don't need to feel how small I am compared to you.
Listed at 6'4", and every bit of it.
And his legs. He didn't make the all-torso team.
Changeup misses, and it's now 3-0 to Burleson. Cade went 75 pitches on opening day, 84 in his second start of the year. Three balls, one strike. Curveball misses low, and a 2-out walk.
Yeah, I personally, I think he saw Jordan Walker on deck. He's like, I'm going to go there. What do you think? Just played 3-1 curveball. I mean, that's like a norm.
I mean, Burleson's a good hitter, obviously. Oh, you got the jacket on.
Yeah, the giveaway.
Give it to me. It's free for me. I'll wear it. It doesn't matter. Looks good on you, huh?
Old school.
Had this in Little League All-Stars.
I think on a night like tonight, too, you can challenge on some of these hitters counts. See how far they can hit it. I don't know if it's going to travel that well. Wind seems to be blowing in. Cold weather.
Well, this guy hit one out to the opposite field last night. Sweeper got the top of the zone. Walker not convinced, but it did.
Still want to know what was more impressive, is that homer that he hit or the one that he just, like the top hand just went and smashed it. Just smashed down on the ball.
Both
hooked
up,
one to right.
Yeah. Up in the zone away.
Yeah.
You can handle. Down in the zone. Down in the zone away is where you want to pitch it. About to see how good that sweeper is down and away right here. Let's see what we got. Oh,
Left it.
Not there. Don't go there.
Wanted it down and away, left it up and in.
Talk about one of the hardest bat speeds in all of the league. I mean, Junior Caminero himself, Giancarlo Stanton, those are like the top three. Those usually go a long way.
Well, this is just a strong human being that's in the batter's box. Mentioned the grand slam that he hit a couple days ago that traveled north of 450 feet. He also had a throw that registered 100 miles an hour from right field.
104, right?
Believe so. And Cade Cavalli going to. Oh, everybody walking off the field.
Scott, remember, he eyed you up earlier.
Called ball 2 as Scott Barry said he checked his swing. Paint fastball in the 2-2, and Walker's going to challenge.
Call the field as a strike. The batter's challenging.
It's all over the plate.
yeah, I feel like that's not even close.
Call's confirmed. The batter is out. St. Louis has one challenge remaining.
So Cavalli didn't get the strikeout on the check swing. He got it on the paint fastball, and now James Woods set to lead off for the Nats. as they try and get even here in Game 2 of this series.
Here we said James Wood, he's good. Well, how about these? His first homer of the year at Wrigley Field. Peak height, 48 feet. Last night, Ryan Stanek stayed up the middle, just, playing pepper with the, with the bullpen cart. 52 feet peak. The guy's strong. Any reason, and really good.
Just as playing the wind, little stinger. Tiger Woods stinger shot up the middle, British Open style.
What? 0-2 as he looks at the slider. Singleton scored in the first inning.
It's those takes, like just in general, you're not seeing him float. That back foot coming up. He's on time. He has an idea.
Hit well up to left center. This one cutting through the breeze and out of here. Another missile off the bat of James Wood, who's starting to catch fire. His 4th home run of the season. And this game is tied.
Zim. First hit on spin. Watch out.
It's just a beautiful thing to watch when he stays on that backside. Trust his hands.
It's not, honestly, you know this place better than anybody. Whole side for you as a righty. You got so many taken away from you. He goes oppo at 108. We need the lights back, people. I love the light show. Look at Joey Weimer going like, dude, that's different. You are different.
So James in this series now 4 for 5, 2 walks, 2 homers, 4 driven in. And 3 straight games with a homer.
Also shows you why people should not overreact for the first 10 games of the season, because you can go from hitting 100 to almost 300 very quickly.
Ugh. I honestly came in today going, this is going to be a great matchup for James. Just based on a guy that has the ability to sink and he loves the ball in. But if you leave it up, he's going to, and where he's at, that bat path is playing. What a great shot right here.
I mean, against the wind on a cold night, that ball is struck.
Speed hits one well through the whole left side. And he's aboard with nobody down.
He has good at bats.
Yes, he does. We've seen it all, right? Jorby himself, Tenna, they're not getting all the playing time, but every time they are out there, Curtis Mead, look at his head right on it, staying through it. What a beautiful swing.
I just feel like when you have those utility role players, whatever you want to call them, that you can get enough at bats so they can stay sharp, so that when you put them against these guys that are good matchups for them, they're still locked in. And just such an advantage to have all those guys that they have. They can plug them in kind of a bunch of different places, and they know their role.
Popped up out to shallow center. In is Scott. Back is Weatherholt for the second out. Zim, you and I were talking to Zach Littell on the field earlier today. He played with Curtis Mead in Tampa Bay, and he was raving about Curtis's ability, who he is as a person, but who he is as a ball player, and just kind of saying he feels like this guy just needs a chance. He needs some runway. Maybe not play every day, but play 3-4 times a week. Know that he's going to be in there with some sort of regularity to allow him to have success at the major league level.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the hardest part for a lot of people in the big leagues, is getting your chance and getting it at bats. And Zach was saying he was kind of blocked in Tampa Bay.
Yep.
Taking advantage of his opportunity.
Dale O'Neill fouls off the slider, and it's 0-2.
It's funny, Franny, you're saying, these lefties, he sinks the ball in and then slider away, but you almost have to try and hit this guy the other way as a lefty, because that sinker in,
I agree.
He wants you to pull the ball because that's easy ground balls. But to stay on the slider, you got to hit the ball the other way, and it's.
And I feel like this is what we've talked about a lot. This is a guy that you go up there, if you can't pull a ball as a righty, take it.
Mead takes off as Lyle swings through the breaking ball. He's out number 2. But Curtis Mead a stolen base to put him into scoring position.
Well, that slider is so good down and away from lefties, but when you try and pull him, you have to open up to hit that sinker. So if you stay through it, it keeps you on the slider and it keeps you on the sinker. That's just a nasty pitch right there.
Nats have their second stolen base tonight, now 11 on the season.
I like the percentage too. 11 of 13 is good.
Yeah. Weaver swings through the fastball, 0-2. Does not get cheated.
No, and the fact that that back foot gets all the way up to the front foot at the beginning part of the batter's box is amazing.
It's like a Eric Burns, Scotty Scheffler baseball player.
Yeah.
What a beauty to talk to as well. Oh.
See, one thing that was sneaky was Hunter Pence was always super sneaky jacked, right? Him and Eric Burns combined. That was my combo platter there. Add in Scotty Scheffler feet. Let's go. Now this is going. I love the combo platter.
Chases the high fastball, and the Nats are done in the 3rd. But James Wood does it again.
Slider away, stays behind it, into the wind. James Wood's heating up. Beautiful thing to see.
It is chilly in D.C. tonight, but the Nats bats staying hot. They came into the game with the 4th most home runs in Major League Baseball, and James Wood has added on one more. Now 15 home runs for the Nats in 10+ games. And James has evened tonight's game at 2 runs apiece. The Nats 3rd in Major League Baseball in batting average, 3rd in slugging.
That's the one.
Because they had a high batting average for much of last season.
Yes.
As Gorman going to line one into left. You did not necessarily expect the power numbers to be where they are to start the year.
We talked about the spring training, right? And spring training is one thing, but I forget if it was the same, but Astros and Nats were 1-2 in ERA, right? Down in Palm Beach.
Yeah.
And they were both on the back end of the offensive side, if I'm not mistaken. Do you know how? I think it's number 1 for the Astros right now in runs scored, and it's all the numbers are flipped. It's crazy.
Big field, maybe? Wind blowing in?
I think the wind, every time we were there, it was just howling in.
People having too much fun in Palm Beach, hanging out.
You showed us a good time.
We're just saving it for when it counts, boys.
Smart hitters.
Mason Wynn bats with 1 on and nobody out. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Dan and I did look it up. You were the most ridiculous spring training hitter of all time. That is a fact. What was it? He had 2 seasons worth of ABs, it seemed like.
I was not a big fan of spring training.
Didn't act like it.
I feel like you got asked so many times over the years, how many ABs do you need to really feel ready for the start of a season? I don't remember what your number was, but it felt like you were basically
10.
saying -5.
Enough just so I don't get hurt. Just wasting hits down there.
The disdain, Ryan Zimmerman towards spring training.
Scoff at it.
A lot of movement on that 2-seamer. 2-2.
Sinker is nasty tonight. I love it. Talks to himself on the mound a lot. He competes, man.
Well, Franny and I did an in-game interview with him last year where he talked about how coming back from Tommy John surgery, he realized that his stuff wasn't playing the same as it was pre-TJ. And I think now that with this new coaching staff and this new front office, they've tweaked some things mechanically. We mentioned the seam orientation stuff. He started using a spin axis ball. So where it's a
just
ball,
identify, yeah,
it's a ball that just has lines on it. So where you release the baseball and you're able to see right at release how the ball is spinning. And this is a guy that's still kind of learning, even though he's now, what, 27 years old.
But he wants to learn. That's the part.
Well, it also takes every bit of 2 years to come back. I know everyone comes back so quick.
Ruiz throws down, and they cut down another runner. Or was it called ball 4?
Call on the field is a ball. The catcher's challenging.
All right, so ball 4 called to Mason Wynn. That would put 2 on with nobody out.
I do like the.
So this is a 2-for-1 challenge right here. I mean,
Well, I think if it's called a strike, which it's not.
Call's confirmed. Ball 4. Washington has 1 challenge remaining.
So 2 on with nobody out. What they have said is that in cases like that, if that had been strike 3, they will put the runner back where he was when the pitch was thrown if they deem that the
runner gave up.
The play.
So would that be for like 3-2 outs?
Yeah, that's what they did.
Yeah,
and they did that in the minor leagues. But again, they said that it's by umpire's discretion on that. Like that would have been an out.
I got a question for you. I was watching the game in Philly when Drew Millis turned third, but then they challenged, got the guy out at first, and they put him back on third, right?
Yes.
What happens if he runs hard and scores there? Does he go back to third?
Yes. It would have been the same thing.
Okay.
Been the same thing. But because the play was deemed out at the beginning of it, that's how they went with it. Triple play, let's go!
House will go to the bag for 1. On to first, a double play as Meade has to pull that hand back. So they get a double play at the corners there. 5-3, and there's 2 down with Wynn at second.
Good heads-up baseball right there. I like it, especially because of a curveball guy, sweeper guy like Cavalli. You take that wild pitch away from being a wild pitch scorer. Job by Curtis Meade.
I feel like if that's anybody but Mason Wynn on first, he goes to second right there.
So 2 down, Wynn at second, and here's Pedro Pajes. Runner goes from second, and Wynn's going to steal third standing up.
Still on base.
See right there, Brady shouldn't even have moved. He shouldn't have covered the base right there. What a jump.
Well, they got something on Cade. I mean, it's pretty evident. Everybody's been trying.
Good sweeper moving away. 2-1.
How about it? Him finding his way with that pitch, say, throwing it more and more.
To the outside edge to make it 2-2.
He's got 5 swing and miss on that sweeper.
Thought he had strike 3, just missed down and away, and it's 3-2.
Close. It was close ball.
He's more around the zone now, though. He fixed whatever was going on that first couple innings.
Payoff pitch goes to the sweeper and misses. So they're at the corners now with 2 away.
But he did go to that pitch. He went right to the sweeper. In my mind, it's because it's the one that he feels most confident he's going to land right now.
That and that sinker, that little comeback sinker, he's been throwing really good to righties too. But curveball, he doesn't really have great feel for. He threw some good changeups at the beginning, but it's definitely that sinker sweeper combo right now, which that'll play.
That'll play. Absolutely.
4th walk issued by Cavalli here tonight. The 2 teams worked a combined 14 walks last night, 7 each side. Pulled fastball is ball 1 to Victor Scott II. That pitch count now for Cavalli approaching 80. Said this a couple times now. Cavalli remains the only Nats starter to this point in the season who has gone into the 6th inning.
Got a whole bunch of warming up in the bullpen already. And we talked about that too. We need some depth. This bullpen has been worked heavily.
They do get a new guy today. Andre Granillo was optioned to AAA Rochester after yesterday's game, and Paxton Schultz activated off the IL. One ball, 1 strike. Cavalli struck out Scott to end the 2nd. Used a sweeper to get him swinging.
Just all the added pitches tonight. Just some mistakes defensively, and then there's also the ones that he's allowed to extend those innings with those walks too.
Good changeup, 2-2.
That to me is the part where I wish he would throw that sometimes to righties as well. Right, because he's got that great sinker going tonight with the sweeper. If he throws that off of it, it's got such great bite.
Could be a good like 2-1 pitch to get an easy out, and ground ball to the left side, or they're looking for that sinker and they pull it foul. It's kind of like, I don't want to say a free strike, but a way to get back into the count.
The 2-2. Flied out to left. Wood back a couple steps, and he squeezes it for the 3rd out. So Cavalli works out of a jam and keeps his game tied. Let's take a look at today's Straight Talk stats. This is Nationals team ranks, so dating back to the start of the club returning to D.C. back in 2005. The Nationals, the highest run total through their first 10 games in team history, 2nd best average, on base percentage, OPS at 3rd. So a great start for a team that people didn't really know what to expect offensively. Those were the first 10 games coming into today, obviously.
Playing against some good teams too.
Yeah, true. CJ's been a big part of it. Tied for the major league lead in RBI entering tonight. So get out of play left side, make it 1-1.
Just starting to see some of these guys mature as big league hitters, and I mean that kind of just knowing what pitches they can handle, what pitches they can drive. And if you sit in their hitters meetings or you talk to Borgie or any of these guys, like their philosophy now is, you know, where's the go zone? Where do you want to stay away from? And it comes down to what we were talking about, like, where does this guy give up the most slug?
Yep.
Where do, and you know, the analytics and the way we look at the game is so much different now, and they're really using that to their advantage, and they're all buying in.
We've shown shots of them putting that medicine ball on top of the ball bag during BP. Just a visual for the hitter. Where do you want to hunt pitches? Where is that go zone?
Well, I mean, you got to think about it. Number one team in the game scoring, and or just in general, just you think offenses is Dodgers, right? And they're number one in hard swing percentage, right? Heart of the plate. They're ready to go. They're ready to launch. They're chasing the least, and they're launching on the ones that you want to.
Well,
that's where you want to get to, though. But that's what I mean. That's the part.
Abrams lines one to left in a 3-2 count. So 2 at-bats for CJ tonight. 2 3-2 counts worked, and this one ends up in a leadoff single.
Well, I think you subconsciously start to realize these are the pitches that can drive. There's CJ staying behind the ball, sucking the hands in.
But he's allowed to suck his hands in because his shoulders are tall. He's not diving in with that front shoulder anymore, where the first thing that has to go is that front shoulder.
Yeah, when you stay tall and you keep your chest up, you give yourself space.
Jacob Young tried to work around Burleson after pushing the bunt. It's his first time getting one down this season. Moves CJ to second with one away.
First attempt, isn't it?
Yeah, first that I can remember.
Love it.
Outside, inside.
He only got it with one hand. 2 in touch.
Chance for Nasim Nunez to put the Nats on top.
I'd almost given CJ 1 or 2 pitches to try and steal. And
what's a perfect guy that's up there that'll allow you to do it? What a great look right there.
Nunez in the air to left center. Scott will take charge, and there's 2 down.
Well, it's Jake Irvin's favorite, a baseball hockey crossover. Join us on Saturday, April 18th to watch our guys take on the Giants and get a free City Connect hockey jersey. Visit nationals.com/promos. That change was good, man.
Layer up.
hockey season's winding down.
Or winding up for some.
For some. Caps are making a little push.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
Nice.
I mean, on cue. What are we doing here?
You guys are the best. Hopefully that won't be. Looked like you had the Ovi jersey on there. Wow. We were working good together tonight.
Yeah, our camera ops are always working.
Simpatico.
Show offs.
Could possibly be the greatest.
Find a pin on someone's jacket. Now let's go.
K-Bear looks in the changeup. 0-2.
It's the first time watching K-Bear this year we've seen him really kind of struggling to idea early. He's done a good job of staying in the zone for the most part.
Hit fairly well out to center, but Victor Scott the second roams out there. No problem for him, and the Nats strand CJ in scoring position.
Maximize your ballpark experience this season. Nats Plus members receive access to year-round savings, preferred seating, and guaranteed spots for your choice of games. Head to nationals.com/2026 and become a member today.
Top 5 we go. Cardinals got 2 in the first. Nationals have evened this game with single runs in the first and third.
He's rushed him twice and 3 times.
And Weatherholt fouls it back. So top 3 in the Cardinals order here in the 5th. That Cavalli pitch count now at 82. Oh, and 2. And with that pitch count now approaching Cavalli's season high, last time 84. There's Paxton Schultz, the new guy. Off the IL today, dealt with right elbow inflammation in camp. They only had to shut him down for about a week. So he wasn't impacted too much in terms of a delay to the start of the season. Made 3 appearances at AAA Rochester. Weatherholt lays off the changeup, and it's 2-2.
In this kid, man. Some fantastic ABs this entire series. I mean, season already. 0-2 to a walk, the first AB of the game.
Well, just like with the Nats, I'm sure what people say when they come into Nats Park to play this Washington team, you can see some of these pieces that the Cardinals are trying to build around in the future. They got Weatherholt, they got Mason Wynn, their Gold Glover out at short, so strong up the middle. If Jordan Walker can sustain the success that he's found early in the season.
I think they share the same thing, though, looking for pitching.
Yeah.
Consistent pitching.
And it's also just so hard to develop players at this level. And I'm not saying they're not ready to play here, but you're trying to teach people how to play and how to do things in the big leagues is really tough.
Rollover ground ball. Mead will backhand. Cavalli sprints over and beats Weatherholt. One down in the 5th.
And
Great changeup, too.
What do you mean? Like, whatever the scouting report is on all these guys, obviously they have the scouting reports in AAA or AA as well, but the ability to, I guess, execute the scouting reports a lot less there. Up here, it's they're good at executing the scouting report up here.
Yeah. To a T, and then adjust off of it, right? I mean, just they're quicker to make those adjustments.
And then mentally doing it in front of 30, 40,000 people every night. It's just a different level, but you see a lot of teams going through it.
Ivan Herrera with one away. Such an interesting stance for this guy, boys. He's into that crouch, that front leg straight. Turns that hip.
It's like a little bit like Ozuna, maybe not as far.
Ozuna's a good call.
I mean, he's got tremendous power too.
I don't even know if my hip would allow me to do that.
Not anymore.
I don't know if
Certainly
ever.
not now.
Oh, come on.
Might fall over.
I think the part that is crazy is when he comes back up, right on that little leg kick, and he just lands so softly. He's just landing, basically, he's not going forward at all, just up and down.
How do you even land in a position where this is your stance? I mean, you come up, and a lot of guys fit into a certain mold, and they make tweaks here and there, but some big tweaks needed to.
Look at Zim.
Oh,
I mean, that's pretty drastic what you did.
It just shows you that in baseball, it doesn't matter what you do really before. And then everyone just kind of gets it. As long as you're in a good position when it's time to fire, it doesn't matter what you do before.
Yeah. Mickey Templeton.
Like everyone does, he does this, and if you put his stance next to Jacob Young, who's fairly just normal, when it's time to go, they're probably almost exactly the same. So some people like to get there with their front leg turned backwards. It worked for him last year.
It's like keeps winding it up too, like go further and further. Okay, there it is.
Oh gosh.
Line back off. Cavalli over to Nunez, who gloves it. And he'll throw out Herrera for the second out. And Blake Butera to the top step of the Nationals dugout, and that's going to do it for Cade Cavalli. So he goes 4 2/3 here tonight, allows 2 runs. And And with that pitch count at 94, Cavalli out, Schultz in. All right, so talking about different offensive approaches, whatever it works to get you to barrel finding baseball. Ryan Zimmerman, throughout his lengthy career, that high leg kick above the belt. Zim, you never really adjusted it much. You were not a big tinkerer. Maybe you made small changes here and there. You can tell us about that, but that high leg kick rode with you your whole career.
Yeah, and I never really thought it was that high until I watched videos that maybe it was up there. But yeah, I mean, I went through tough times just like everyone else, and the more I went through them and the more I tried to change things, the more I realized you just come back to what you always did before. And it was more about making good decisions and swinging at good pitches. And a lot of the times when you went through 5-7 games, the pitchers just made their pitches. And I think, you know, these guys will change, and it's not you, it's more them making their pitches. But I like looking back every now and then. Hopefully my kids are watching.
See, guys, Dad played in the big leagues for a minute.
And he was good.
We got a Nationals debut here. Paxton Schultz out of the Nationals bullpen. Falls behind Alec Burleson 3-0.
Last year for Paxton with the Toronto Blue Jays, made 2 starts, 13 games on the year. 4-seamer cutter, changeup, and a slider.
And a 4-pitch walk. Something that we talked about in last night's game. Relievers issuing walks on first batter faced early this season.
Yeah, Dan, bringing up old stories there. What are you doing? I want to reminisce on that.
Gets you to this guy, Jordan Walker, with 2 outs and a man on. Cutter misses off the plate away. There we go. 1 ball, 1 strike. Schultz taken in the 14th round back in 2019 by the Brewers. Played collegiately at Utah Valley University. High in the air, out to right. In is Joey Weimer, and that'll do it in the 5th. Still tied at 2s as we go to the home half.
Well, 2-2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Dan Coco is back here in front of everybody saying, James Wood.
James Wood leading off the home half of the 5th. Takes ball 1 from Liberator. First time in James's career that he's homered in 3 straight games. And 2 for 2 tonight. Sends that one into the far camera well left side.
How about the StatCast on this? Slider up in the zone. Not a lot of arc on that one. Look at how deep he catches that too. Just perfection.
Two balls, 1 strike. It stays fair inside the bag. Burleson will take it himself, and there's 1 away.
He took a little off of that. I mean, it's not changing, but it was, you know, he's been 94, 95 with that tonight, and he goes 92. Almost 93.
I think he really turned that one over.
Yeah. The way that James went after it, he went with confidence and was like, yeah, couldn't stop.
Meade elevates one to left center. This ball's headed towards the red seats. It's out of here.
catching one. You saw him go get the slider down the zone earlier for the base knock. How about this four-seamer down below the knees for his 6th career homer? Oh, 108.
It's a pretty swing right there.
Make it 16 home runs for the Nationals this season.
Oh. The torque afterwards. Watch, he hits it, and it's like he still has more spin in there, the lower half.
So great job going down and staying through it. So easy to roll over that pitch right there. Lets it travel. Stays in his legs.
He had a couple in Philly where he drove a few to left center that were just crushed. Not thinking homers, but doubles. They made great plays on him.
It's his 3rd extra base hit of the homestand. They came out to check on Pedro Pajes behind the plate, who took a foul ball off the arm or shoulder. Oh. Curveball stays up. 1-1 to Brady House. But Zim, back to that conversation we were having with Zach Littell. I mean, Curtis Mead 3 years ago was a consensus top 50 prospect in baseball. This is a guy that has a lot of ability. Not everybody finds it right away. And sometimes you just need a second chance, a third chance. You bounce around a little bit.
Yeah, it's a hard game. You know, not everyone comes up and has success right away. And like we said, too, sometimes, you know, you're a month, 2 months late, and then 2 guys are getting all the at-bats, and you can barely get any at-bats, and you just need a new, fresh start somewhere where you have opportunity.
Well, right when he went over to Tampa, too. I mean, you think about it, not a lot of playing time. Brandon Lau over there at second base, right? And then you also had Wander Franco at the time playing short.
Diaz at first.
Diaz, yeah.
Caminero, or
yeah. But I mean, like that.
These are all guys that kind of, I want to say, got in his way. They're good players. I mean,
100%.
Dalen Lyle bats with 2 out.
And again, getting spots where he could succeed, right? Like, you know, you're going to play against left-handers. You know that you're going to get a shot. There's certain righties that profile well against you that you might handle. And you get those, and Blake is putting you in those spots, right? Like, they're giving those chances and those opportunities of what they told you. And when the truth keeps on coming out, you know what I mean? Like, when they keep following up with that plan, you start trusting even more. And it just, like, the buy-in's real. He's like, all right, let me take a look at this homer right here for you. Break it down for you.
3-2 now on Dalen Lyle.
You know, we've talked about, like, the iPads, how they're real when it comes to, you know, teams, and the Dodgers, they just shut them completely down from the, other than looking at it with the coach in the dugout. But they're looking at it together. It's rarely you're seeing someone individually by themselves doing it.
Payoff pitch with 2 out. Taken away for ball 4. Dalen Lyle spits on that fastball. Liberatore not happy. The bottom of the 5th will extend.
Good guy to get on base, too, right here, huh? Get him going.
Well, Joey Wiemer's due. Got off to that absurd start to the year. Hitless so far on the homestand.
That changeup moves a ton, man.
Calling card toss over to first.
well, that's his move. That's why you can see when he's going to first, that leg comes up straight or almost just normal, and then when he's going home, it goes back towards his back leg so he can get the power to throw.
There goes Lyle. And shooting the hole on the right side is Weimer. Dalen Lyle will motor to third. Stop sign held up there. So a little hit and run action perhaps there. Weimer finds the hole, and they're at the corners with 2 away.
I just think he was in swing mode. Again, I'll say it. I don't know how they do it with the helmets flying everywhere. Watch Victor Esteves, third base coach, on this. He's holding him up because he sees the angle. Jordan Walker's not going to go to second base. He does. He's ready to go.
But Franny, you mention it all the time, giving your third base coach a chance to send you if he feels like he can.
100%.
Dalen Lyle booking it to third.
Now you're in that spot again, first and third. Good speed on first base. Make sure he's going home and try and take it. See if they're going to throw through, steal a run.
There goes Weimer from first as Abrams lines one out to right. That'll bring in a run. Weimer all the way to third, and the line keeps moving. 4-2 Washington, and C.J. Abrams another multi-hit game.
On that pitch away. Gets around just enough, but he's allowed it. Like, look, down and away. Swings over the top. He gets it up in the zone. He's got himself another RBI knock. This is why you want him in that spot. Driving in runs.
Hanging slider.
A great vantage point right there.
That is a cool view.
It's so
It shows you the speed of the game.
Yes.
CJ 2 hits tonight, picks up his 14th RBI on the season, and this Nats offense, which lately has been unstoppable, continuing to get to Matthew Liberatore.
Now we're going to watch CJ take off. And then if you get a 2-run hit with 2 outs, tack on some more, you go up 4. That's what good offenses do. They just keep pushing, keep pushing. Scoring runs with 2 outs is a killer.
I mean, and they've been doing it so many times already this year.
It's Gordon Graceffo warming in the St. Louis bullpen.
They got some great names on this team, man. It's Jay-Z.
Graceffo.
Nailed it. I couldn't. I just stopped right there to pause to try to think about it again.
CJ paused on that pickoff move, then dove back.
Swanson.
So the Meade homer gave the Nats the lead. 3 straight guys have reached with 2 outs now. Lyle walking, and back-to-back singles by Weimer and Abrams. And there's Jacob Young.
Shut it down on a ball down, right? Like if you're Jacob Young, got to see him up in this situation, still driving. Give yourself a chance.
There goes Abrams from first. They throw through. Tag applied, but not in time. That was close. Weimer did not get far off the third base bag, and CJ just beat the throw down from Pajes. He has his 3rd stolen base, and 2 are in scoring position.
See how his leg goes back towards his back leg on that one. If you show from the pick, it goes almost straight up.
And straight, right? Like a straight
Just
leg.
straight up.
Yeah.
It's completely different. And he kind of almost stands straight up. When he's going home, his leg goes towards his back leg.
Young, a fly ball to right. Back is Walker. And Jacob Young squares up another one. It ends up in the glove of the right fielder. But the Nats break the tie and have a 4-2 lead. That is a beautiful sound, that back crack on the James Wood homer. Nats have a 4-2 lead as we go to the 6th. Paxton Schultz got the last out in the 5th. He stays out there for a Nats bullpen that needs some length. So
Length,
Wood,
not height, huh?
they have both. Well, they have the height covered.
Yeah.
Now they need the length.
Yeah.
Backdoor cutter for strike one. Five, 6, 7 for the Cardinals here in the sixth. Gorman, Wynn, Sajazi.
92 power cut right there. Maybe up. Standing him up. That's a good pitch.
Through the whole right side. And a leadoff single for Nolan Gorman. James Wood in right field a lot this season. Tonight he's in left, and Alexa Dat with more on James's defense.
Dan, after making that incredible catch last night, I chatted with Corey Ray on James Wood's defense. He said, we're working very hard to get James Wood's first step above average because we believe he has the athleticism to cover a lot of ground, but that first step has to be more efficient. So they do that with a lot of analyzing what his first step was on reps. He said, we continue to try and find a prep step that's beneficial for him. We look at sprint angles, shin angles, horizontal force application. Can I get you into optimal position after your prep step to allow you to cover ground faster is what he's looking for. Also keeping your head at the same level and not shooting up after that prep step. A lot goes into it, but they're looking to improve James Wood's defense. Dan?
Thanks, Alexa. Yeah, I work on my horizontal force application too.
Do you, Dan?
Yeah.
I'm more shin angle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever they're doing, it's working.
It's working, and they do not want, and James does not want, a guy that is still so young and still so athletic to be pigeonholed as, some people were talking about DHing this guy.
Well,
he's an athlete.
I don't think people understand. DHing's hard, too.
Oh, gosh. No.
Mason Wynn hops right back up. Tells his trainer to stay in the dugout.
Quickness by that trainer, too, to get out there.
That was 94 from Paxton Schultz. Thankfully, Mason Wynn's okay.
Something broke off there, too.
Yeah.
Whew. That helmet went so far.
Thankfully, Wynn's all right. He's at first.
Yes, it's
Gorman
got a
at
bun
second.
Yeah, put your head in there. No, the other thing too, you got to think about spring training, what they did. And they allowed these guys. Look, we don't care if you make a mistake out there. We want you doing it full speed, but we want you thinking ahead, trying to play the swing, trying to get that quick first step, challenge yourself. Because other than JY, everyone else was below average when it came to the first step.
Well, and I think that's something you can control.
Call the bill's a ball. The catcher's challenging.
Oh, it's a leverage spot here. Called ball 2.
Call's confirmed. Washington is out of challenges.
And it is ball 2. So the Nationals will be without challenges the rest of the way as long as we do not hit extra innings. And Schultz struggling with command. 16 pitches, only 6 for strikes. The 2-0 to Sajazi. Cutter. Past him for strike 1.
Seems like that's the pitch he has the best command of. Loves the cutter.
PJ Poulin warming.
Not good timing on that one.
Yeah.
I think that might have been more of a little reset. Get you a little cutter down and away for a 6-4-3 right here. It'd be real nice.
Dial it up, Zim. Swings through the cutter, and it's 2-2. So JC grounded into a double play ball his last time. The 2-2. Got him. Elevates the cutter. And Schultz has his first national strikeout.
I love it. Right here, too. Go 2-0. Lose a pitch or lose a challenge right there from Caber, but then fight back with 3 straight perfect cutters. Probably in the same, maybe slightly higher each time. Climb the ladder with it. It's a late life. Cutter guys, third base side. They already have that angle.
Sticking with the cutter. Strike 1 to Pedro Pajes.
Seeing that late cut that he has, you can understand now more and more that we see it why Caber tried for it. It's going to get him too. Should I run it by Zim? My idea for ABS challenges?
Why not?
Zim, all right, so you lose your challenges now, right? You don't have any? You have the ability in like the 8th or 9th inning, close game, you get one back, but if you use it, you get thrown out of the game. If you lose it. If you lose a challenge. That's the caveat to it.
Do you have to pay the fine?
Yes. Yeah.
Ball gets through Caber. Both runners going to try and move up, and they will. Big wild pitch there from Schultz. To third goes Gorman. To second goes Wynn.
Change up.
Oh, good try by Caber.
The 1-2. Missing up and away.
Caber with very little time with Paxton Schultz too. Right, understanding what he's got, like how not everyone's the same.
From 0-2 to 3-2.
When you're throwing lots of cutters like this, you know, obviously he has the fastball, four seam, whatever it was, and he ran it in there. Like, you want to run it in, obviously you don't want to hit the guy, but because as a righty, everyone's saying this is actually, guys who throw lots of cutters are almost like a reverse split guy.
Pajes fouls it off. Number 9 hitter Victor Scott II waits on deck. Still a long way to go and two struggling bullpens, but this feels like a big spot in this game. Nationals lead by 2. 2 in scoring position. And a 3-2 coming to Pajes. Out to shallow right in his Weimer. Possessing a good arm.
Oh, gosh.
Airmails this throw, but not tagging at third is Gorman. So a big second out, and both runners stay put.
Yeah, I can care less where that throw was. Did you see how quickly he got rid of that? I mean, it was in and out of his glove so fast. The way he charged it, got behind it nicely. Boom. I mean, how many guys go low, right? They get it, they drop down. He almost threw that like a catcher. Well, not that part, but hey, look, they didn't go.
I feel like he almost tried to do it too fast. He's got such a good arm. He could take a split second to make sure he gets a good grip, but he did the job.
P.J. Poulin next up out of the Nationals bullpen, with Washington still up by 2.
Raise a glass. DC Beer Fest is back this Saturday, April 11th. Taste beers from over 80 regional breweries at Nationals Park. Plus, live music, local food trucks, and more. Get your tickets today at nationals.com/beerfest.
Oh, look at that guy.
Make room.
Yeah, coming in.
Yeah, there's open seats, but I am going to be on your lap.
That's how it goes. So the wheels are turning here in the top of the 6th inning. P.J. Poulin out of the Nationals bullpen. And instead of the left-handed hitting Victor Scott II, Cardinals go to their bench for Ramon Urias. Had a big night last night, including a homer. And he bats in a big spot here in the 6th.
6th game here for PJ. He's been busy.
Timeout call by the hitter. Nolan Gorman at third. Mason Wynn at second. Just missing with the changeup.
It's changeup heavy, changeup four-seamer sweeper to righties, sweeper sinker to the left-handers.
Three and 0. First base is open, and the left-handed hitting J.J. Weatherholt awaits on deck. And a 4-pitch walk.
And a little bit of this too. You got to think about it. Take the speed away of Victor Scott II. You take away one of the better defenders in the league too, right, by making this move.
Say it's a little early in the game.
Yeah.
In a 2-run game to do that, I mean, you're taking away basically your second leadoff guy at the bottom of the order, and like you said, Gold Glove defender, to try and basically also use, I don't want to say your best bat off the bench, but a pretty good bat to try and tie it in the 6th. They still have 12 outs to get too. So even if you tie it there, I don't even know how impactful that pinch hit would be.
So Arias looks at 4 pitches out of the zone, then gets pinch run for at first by Nathan Church. Strike 1 to J.J. Weatherholt.
That's a big league night right there. 4 pitches.
Yep.
Shut her down.
Boost that on base percentage and get right back to the dugout to warm up.
Get some treatment.
Yeah. Oh, my hammy.
What a day.
Go to the dugout to warm up. You're going back inside. See ya, boys.
Looked like Caber got crossed up there.
2 ground balls off the bat of Weatherholt tonight. Also walked, stole a base, and scored. That's trying to hold this 4-2 lead, top 6. 2-1. Nats relievers have just not had a lot of count leverage the first couple weeks of the season. Falling behind in a lot of counts. Grounded foul, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Four-seamer top of the zone, and P.J. Poulin works out of a huge jam in the 6th, keeping the Nats up 4-2.
High heater. It's hard to strike that guy out. Great pitch to get out of the jam.
Nationals baseball coverage powered by Major League Baseball. Got some diehards here tonight on a Tuesday evening. Digging deep into their closet for some Nats gear, throwing on the giveaways on top of it. It's chilly, but the Nats trying to win a series here. They take a 2-run lead to the bottom of the 6th. 8, 9, and 1 due up. Nunez, Ruiz, and Wood.
Grisefo this year, 4th game, hasn't given up a hit, but walked 2 guys. See the walk percentage there, 25%. Not great on that early parts. Four-seamer curveball changeup.
Fifth rounder out of Villanova back in 2021. Nunez lays off the change, 2-2. Ground ball up the middle will move Weatherholt to his right, and there's one out.
Well, there's no family trip better than a trip to the ballpark. Kids opening day is Sunday, April 19th. The kids 12 and under will receive a free sleeveless hoodie. Grab your seats today at nationals.com/promos.
Think we could squeeze into one of those kids?
Dan can. Dan can.
Yep, this skinny guy can. Off the very end of the bat there on a changeup. K-Bear behind 0-1. This ball hit well out to right, but Jordan Walker sprints over. Let's go back to last night, Franny. James Wood, a big swing late in the game, but before that, an impactful play defensively.
Well, even better is that halfway through this, he's running to it. He goes, I lost it, like because of the sky. He goes, so I ran to a spot. Am I lying to him? Great spot.
Yeah, that was the right spot.
Nice spot. That's still the best. High fives to everybody. He made that look so easy, too.
Single in the first and a run scored. Homer in the third.
Scored that run too?
Yeah.
Let's see if he can hang one of these changeups to James.
On the curveball in there for strike one.
He tried to throw that slider, hang that slider earlier.
I mean, he's not even budging on anything below the zone.
Get him locked in like this, and we've been talking about CJ. Confident takes that he's had lately. And a challenge coming from behind the plate. Pajes thought that was strike two.
Catcher's challenging.
Got no more for sure. No more challenges the rest of the game.
Call is confirmed. St. Louis is out of challenges.
So unless this game goes to extra innings, both teams out of challenges. If we do go to the 10th, each team would get an additional challenge. So we're going to play old school style.
Just normal. Umpires
Derek
can take it out.
Thomas's call will go.
Home plate umpire. It's time to expand the zone.
I'm cold, fellas.
Take.
Doesn't expand there, and James Wood takes a 2-out walk. So you guys both played at the highest level and went through ups and downs, and I'm sure Franny's got a self-deprecating comment.
No, it was awesome the whole time there, Dan.
How do you go about going from struggling to pretty quickly finding it and being totally locked?
You know, I've talked about this a little bit, and baseball is the craziest sport because you'll go 0 for 12, 0 for 13, whatever it is, and then get a swinging bunt, which has nothing to do with you doing anything good. And you get to first base, and you're like, all right, now we go.
And now he goes into second with a slide, and James Wood has his first stolen base of the year.
And there's some times, too, Dan, that, like, you see the huge jump that James has. Looks in nicely. Good slide. But James, he talked about it with myself, with you. Like, he felt great at the plate. And when it's not like a forced, it wasn't like him trying to trick himself.
Yeah.
When you have those days and you know, like, it's coming. And the confidence that it's, you know, that it's going to turn for you.
Well, there's also sometimes, like, there's good 0 for 4s, good and bad 0 for 4s. And like Franny was saying, sometimes you go 0 for 4 and you're like, oh, man, I just missed 3 of those 4 pitches. And you have a feeling, I mean, obviously, at some point you have to really get hits. But there's different 0 for 4s or different tough stretches.
So Wood into scoring position with 2 down. And Curtis Mead now a hitter's count 3-1.
But I think the other thing, Zim had said it earlier, we were just talking about it just in general hitting. You go through these moments, you almost kind of just simplify everything, go to one thing, stick to it. That's it. That's all it is, right? The swing feels great, so what do I have to adjust?
Yeah.
Adjust.
Trust your ability in
Yeah.
a sense. Mead a ground ball up the middle. That's going to bring in one more. James Wood will fly around third and come to the plate, and Curtis Mead is having a night. 3 for 4, a homer, and 2 driven in, and the Nats now lead by 3.
And another 2-out RBI. What was that, 2 tonight? 3 tonight? Great job by Curtis right there. Stay up the middle, get on top of the heater. Or the little slider.
Nats are just taking advantage of their inability to slow the running game down. I mean, those stolen bases with 2 outs are huge.
Go from needing 3 hits potentially in an inning to score a run to now just needing 2.
But how about the guys allowing their own to get there, right? Guy has a huge jump take. Curtis doing that allows himself to get an RBI.
You're also just putting the pressure on the defense. You got second baseman or shortstop having to cover every other pitch, opening up holes.
Good point.
You're not just sitting around waiting for something to happen. You're forcing the action.
Yep. Need at first for Brady House.
I was going to say, Corey, was that a pitch out?
It was a modified pitch out.
Corey Ray's in there, and he is. I felt like he came out of there confident, like, you're going on this one. I have him.
We haven't gotten a read on the Mead speed yet as he hops off first.
Still holding there.
See, I feel like we're seeing more of those misses this year from Brady, where he's fouling the ball off in the air to right.
What does that tell you?
Well, last year there was a lot of like off his front foot or ground balls to the left side to third base.
Yeah.
That means he's letting the ball get deep, and he's not afraid to take the ball the other way.
He takes strike 3 there as a curveball drops in, but the Nats add on that 4-2 lead. Now 5-2. Mutual Insurance field coverage. Let's take a look at some outs above average dating back to the start of the 2024 season. Jacob Young ranking just behind Pete Crow Armstrong. Factor in the runs prevented, JY ranks 3rd in Major League Baseball. He's good out there. That's what that means. JY checking out the cards for Ivan Herrera, who bats leading off the 7th. Ball 2 from PJ Poulin. Guys, for fans who might wonder, what are on those cards that we see players looking at all the time now in the fields? Positioning you according to steps to the offside or the pull side compared to your normal straightaway position?
Yeah. So +3. You'll see +3. +3 pull.
-3 is off.
Yep.
Offside.
Strong side.
Two and two.
And, you know, it's pitcher dependent too, right? So all of them are. You'll see guys come out with new cards for each guy because of positioning and how guys hit off them. So we're going to change the way we look at it.
I wonder if some of them even go into ahead in the count, behind in the count. You know, with 2 strikes, this guy tends to really hit the ball the other way.
Down the line, hooking foul. It's the modern day version of what I saw Max Scherzer do before one of his starts in Miami years ago. I think it was Ryan Rayburn, a midseason pickup for you guys, was playing left field that day. And Max went up to him in the clubhouse before he flipped into game mode and wasn't going to talk to anybody.
See you on the other side.
And he said, hey, in a 2-strike count against X hitter, whoever it was, come in X number of steps towards the line, X number of steps. So Max was doing his own defensive positioning for a guy that maybe didn't know him super well or maybe didn't know the hitter super well.
The problem I have with people that just hammer these players for the Cards, what's the difference between a coach waving a white towel trying to get your attention and going, go this way,
right?
This way, no, this way. Okay, wait, in. No, you just have it all set. You don't hear as much whistling anymore, right, from the dugout. Like, that's the part. So what's the problem with that? Like, I've never understood that part.
Leadoff walk drawn by Herrera in the 7th. I think one complaint that fans have, and you guys can, share your opinion on this, is that it's taking some of the feel out of the game for the guys that are on the fields in terms of reading swings or maybe knowing a guy. But I mean, there's still a lot of prep work that's done before games now by these front offices, by these coaches.
But you're also, at the end of the day, like, we were being told where to play too. Like, it just didn't. If you saw something, we had to adjust. They have the same freedom. They can adjust if they see something different.
Burleson bats on with 1 on and nobody out.
I mean, you faced Doc plenty of and he would position us. He knew exactly where he was like, hey.
Well, the best ones can position you because they were actually going to throw the ball
where they knew it,
where they meant to throw it.
Yeah, good point.
You can position all you want, but if the pitcher doesn't execute the game plan.
Slow roller right side. Nunez will tap the runner, throw to first, a double play. Herrera ran right into that one, and there's 2 down in the 7th.
People, this is not normal, though, how quickly he gets rid of this after reaching with his glove to tag. Watch this. Gets there, boom, 1-step, 2-step throw. The quickness on that on full extension tag. Oh.
I love how he took that little shuffle too to get the good hop. He knew he had time. He changes the game on that side of the ball.
See Herrera put his hands on his head there.
That's a bad feeling.
Because you think you could beat it. That's what you ultimately come down to. It's not like the brain fart on it. You're like, I can beat that.
You always think it, and then he catches the ball, and you're like, I had no chance to beat that.
Clears the bases with now 2 away. And Jordan Walker sends a screamer out to right center. Weimer looks up, and it's out of here. Jordan Walker's 2nd home run in as many games, his 4th on the season. And thankfully it came after that double play ball, only a solo shot to make it 5-3.
We've seen James go inside out to left center plenty of times already. How about where this pitch is too? This is inner third. Whoa. That was smushed.
What was briefly a 3-run lead, back now to 2. Nolan Gorman bats with 2 down.
This is going to get interesting with Derek Thomas behind the plate right now.
With both teams out of challenges?
I mean, that's a ball off the plate for sure. Right? Yep. I think so.
Popped up left side. Should be playable for Brady House. Oh! Wind playing tricks with it. And new life for Nolan Gorman.
He didn't look comfortable from the very beginning on that.
He's had a couple this year where he's done that. He comes in and it's like his head's bouncing right. This moment there he's going. Every flag is saying in, and there's just that one little bit where just that backspin goes back just enough.
No matter. PJ Poulin gets a big strikeout at Gorman to end the 7th. Cardinals get 1. They still trail by 2.
Well, this January, Nationals 2027 Fantasy Camp will commence. It's the second one. That's right. Deployed number 11 was at number 1. I was too. It was amazing, and it was amazing.
We had a blast. I mean, met some really good guys. Saw some decent baseball, actually.
We actually became friends with some Mets fans. I can't believe I said that. My goodness, shocker. But my team was fantastic. Shout out to everybody.
We lost in the championship, but we made it.
Yeah, shocker that you're in the championship. How did you get that one?
I just outcoached you.
That's true. That's fact. It's fact.
Asked and answered.
Yeah.
5-3 as we play on bottom 7. Graceffo still out there for the Cardinals. Dalen Lyle leading off for Washington. Going on base twice tonight. Making a bid for a 3rd time, but right there in left
Good swing.
is Sajasi.
Just out front, just a little bit, but how special his hands are for him to stay back. I mean, that's a changeup down and away corner shot. That's a perfect pitch, and he's still
Barreled it.
Yep.
And that's where I think as he continues to mature and get stronger, a lot of these doubles are going to turn into homers. He's going to figure out which pitches he really drives.
Yeah.
And I think, too, he's going to start taking some chances a little bit more. He's so good at hitting with 2 strikes. 2-1, 3-1. You know, try and hit something to right center. He'll learn. He works so hard.
And he is so confident
Oh.
in that ability. Like that, it's such a good thing.
And it's confidence without
The arrogance. Yeah, absolutely.
Cockiness. He just really believes in himself.
He wants it.
Weimer lays off the curveball, makes it 1-2.
But if you don't come ready for the truth from him, because he's going to tell you. That's why he's a good hitter, because there's a lot of truth, right? There's not the, oh man, I just missed it. No, he did not just miss those, man.
Oh, he gets angry.
He gets angry. Yep. He was talking to Matt Borg-Schulte, the hitting coach.
Weimer down on strikes, and there's 2 away. But maybe, guys, this is right where the Nationals want the Cardinals, with 2 outs in an inning. They now have 33 2-out RBI this season. That's the 3rd highest total in Major League Baseball. And this might be just the perfect guy to have up in this spot. CJ has 11 of the 33 himself.
I can't believe 33 is 3rd in 11
Well,
games.
the Brewers and I think Astros are 1-2, so.
But with 2 outs, that's amazing.
More count leverage for the Nationals shortstop.
Astros and Brewers have both scored 39.
That's a lot.
The part that's incredible is the Astros have more walks than strikeouts with 2 outs. Like that to me is the one you're going, huh?
Is CJ hacking in a 3-0? He's not. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Stuff to start paying attention to with CJ is that front shoulder. It's not leaking towards the plate where he's going to have spin off. He's in such a good position from beginning. Hands are so much lower than they were last year. They're almost as high as the umpire's head.
And another walk drawn by CJ.
And that's caused less movement. It's just a simplified. I feel like his eyes are just, they're so still.
On base in all 11 games this season. Now an 8-game hitting streak.
Take off, CJ.
And he's got 6 walks drawn. Jacob Young bats as Abrams takes off. Add another stolen base to the ledger, and he's going to move to third. Throw coming. CJ beats it. Thought that one might get away and allow him to scoot home.
Did his helmet block it?
Abrams picks up his 4th stolen base of the season. Add on the throwing error by Pajes, and he's 90 feet away.
Oh, right off the cut. It's the worst nightmare as a middle infielder.
He's trying to tag there. You just gotta do everything you can to keep it in front. Oh, it hit his helmet.
Yep.
If it doesn't hit his helmet, I think it goes in the camera well.
Young a chopper left side. Foreman will throw him out. And the Nats are done in the 7th. 6 more outs to get, with the home team leading by 2.
Copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals.
2-run lead for the Nationals as we go top 8.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good look.
That is a good look.
Bundled up.
Little Scherzer dog.
Yeah. Here's Gus Varland for the top of the 8th. We'll face 6, 7, and 8. Win, Sajazi, and Pajes. 4th appearance of the year for Gus. Saw him 2 times in that Dodgers series.
Got some strikeouts. It's a 29% strikeout rate right now to 7% walk. You love it. High vert fastball. We've talked about how that just stays on plane better than most 4-seamers in the league. He's averaging 18-2 on that.
Showed off a good slider there to get ahead in the count 1-2. Went back to it and Wynn fouled it off. So he appeared back-to-back days in that Dodgers series, has had the last 2 days off. The 2-2 up and in, and Wynn, after getting hit on the helmet his last time, dropped to his backside this time.
How old the kid, like, not getting up and getting mad. I love watching Mason Wynn play. Don't like seeing that. He just bounces up ready to go.
And he lost him.
You ever get hit in the head?
Yeah. You've heard the story of me getting hit in the face, everyone's favorite day. I got wired shut.
I don't know. Well, I don't know if you getting hit in the face would be a favorite day.
I couldn't talk. 2 weeks.
Well, after Nationals pitchers issued 7 walks last night, they've now given up 8 here tonight.
And all 3 relievers walking the first guy they faced.
Yep.
Have you talked to Gus at all, Varlin?
I have. Very
That dude's a
outgoing
trip.
gentleman.
That guy's awesome.
A lot of energy.
A lot of energy. Love it. Has he barked at you yet?
Not me personally, no.
Yeah, he barked at he barks at people. Did they give Brady an error
On the
pop-up?
foul pop that he didn't catch? Interesting.
That's great. Great move when you go to the next pitch as a strikeout. Love that. Great scoring.
Slider towards the top of the zone to even the count 1-1.
Good meeting.
What are you doing?
Fouled off left side, and it's 1-2.
What's this guy doing? Kneeling down. What are you doing? Hip flexor stretch?
It's cold up here.
You were standing, now you're stretching.
It's cold. I'm just keeping warm, watching the game.
Your chair's back there.
Leave me alone, guys. Gus is throwing strikes when I'm doing this.
Same seats. Same knees.
The Nationals looking to win their second series of the year. They took 2 of 3 in Chicago.
Yeah, just keep, every time you say that, I'm going, should be 3. Should already have the 2. It's so tough against the top end teams in this league to get 27 outs.
Quite a fight put up here by Sajaci in a 2-strike count. Goes down there. Got a piece of the slider, but K-Barrett held it. And there's 1 out.
And as the stuff starts getting played out, what scouts, the video, and everything about that four-seamer that stays so good at the top, it's going to make that pitch that much better. Great execution right there. Great call by K-Barrett. Way to hold on to it.
Going to be a pinch hitter here for St. Louis. It'll be Joel Pozo.
Catcher number 3.
Yep. He will bat for Pajes. Pulled, foul. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ball girl over there. You see the give that she had right away? First step out, make sure. Didn't try to play that straight up.
Win a lead off first. As Pozo pops one into right. Joey Weimer freezes. Comes in half a step and has out number 2.
And to your point earlier there, Zim, a fantastic meeting.
Just slow him down a little bit.
Yeah.
Started to spin some more sliders. It's funny. A lot of times that these pitchers come in and can't control their heater, you'll see a 2-0 or even a 3-0 slider. Kind of just slows them down, gets them back in sync.
It's Nathan Church getting his first at-bat of the game. Came in as a pinch runner for Ramon Urias in the 6th. And there's just a legendary National, George Soriano. Claimed off waivers by the Nationals this offseason, then designated for assignment and traded to St. Louis. So never appeared in a game in a Nats uni. Garland ready with an 0-2. Church able to lay off.
Brett Thompson, who does TV for the Cardinals, analyst role, does a great job over there with Chip Carey. He said that Nathan Church, sorry, almost said Ryan Church, may be just as good as Victor Scott II defensively.
This ball's hit well to right. Back on it is Weimer, still back at the track, at the wall. It's out of here. Game-tying homer for Nathan Church, and another blown lead for the Nationals late in the game. It's 5-5.
Well, the bullet slider that stays middle of the plate. I mean, this is on a tee. Oof. He stood up on that. Joey Weimer eyed it.
Oh.
And what preceded it, guys?
I don't know, Dan.
A leadoff walk.
Dang it.
So these two teams go back and forth in the late innings yet again. After a wild one here at Nationals Park last night, we're now tied as we head bottom 8 this evening.
Yeah, see if we can do it like
$5 Tuesdays are back at Nationals Park all season long. Starting tomorrow, $5 domestic beer, $5 fountain soda, $5 hot dogs, and more. Learn more and get your tickets at nationals.com/$5.
5-5 is the score because of that guy, Nathan Church. But how about the homers for the Nats? Third inning, James Wood into the wind. That doesn't matter. Absolute tank right there for James Wood. Third straight game with a homer. And there's also another one.
We'll show you that one eventually. 5-5 as we go bottom 8. Nasim Nunez swinging first pitch, and he'll be retired by Weatherholt. Franny, show us the Meade homer that followed it.
Well, Curtis Meade, he goes down to get this one below the knees. Look at it. Perfect swing, long through it, short to it, long through it, right there. Coming out for his 6th career homer. First is a Nat. Boys on top. They got to do it again. Come back.
So George Soriano gets one out on one pitch, and now we'll face a pinch hitter. It's Jose Tena batting for Keibert Ruiz.
For George Soriano. 5th game on the year. A lot of walks. Again. It's not even a lot of walks, like one, but percentage-wise looks cool.
Tena hits one hard, but hooking fell.
A cool story about last night where Jorby Bivas too. Like, we're talking about the pinch hitters and how useful the trajectory machine is down there. Being able to face Ryan Stanek a ton.
Yeah.
Getting after it. What does he do? Second pitch. Laser. Using that to your advantage.
Tena behind 0-2. And he's down on 3 pitches. This is something, though, as Tena pinch hit for the catcher Ruiz, that I feel like we haven't seen the Nationals do much in recent years. And that's utilize both catchers in a game. Whoever started behind the plate for this Nats team was typically playing all 9 innings. But we've seen Blake Butera a few times this year not be afraid to pinch hit for his catcher and rely on the backup the rest of the way. 2 outs, nobody on, and here's James Wood.
Going for Soriano too. That changeup, it's a good pitch. Used it a ton against lefties. 42% this year. 4-seamer slider. Prefers a slider against righties.
James, a confident take on a fastball, 1-1.
Should be 2-0.
Clayton Beater getting loose. One ball, 2 strikes. In the 8th inning last night, James had a big moment. 3-run homer to tie the game. He bats in the 8th inning tonight. One big swing could put his team on top. Takes the slider away. 2-2. Pozo wishing that he had a challenge remaining there.
So they're even now.
That one called strike 3, and James not happy. Shakes his head as he walks away. We'll go to the 9th inning. 5-5 our score. These two teams trading punches. To the 9th. Series could get swung one way or the other with just one swing potentially. That's taking last night in comeback fashion. And now we go to the 9th in a 5-5 game. Here's Clayton Beeter to try and keep it right there.
Yeah, 5th game on the season. He's got a hold. Slider. Such a good pitch for him. 4-seamer, top of the zone that he loves to use. Drew Millis now giving him the pitch calm behind the plate. Oh, whoa. That looked like it was there, wasn't it?
What?
Close.
Oh.
Called ball 1.
It's a great pitch.
Fastball in there to make it 1-2. Herrera will be followed by Burleson and Walker.
That's that fastball that looks like it's going straight in the ground. Right? It just kind of hovers.
The old airplane ball.
Derek Thomas, nice flip there. The ball right back to Drew Millis, kind of out of the pouch. No big deal. It's like he's dealing cards.
Herrera asks for time.
I've seen a lot more of that this year. Usually when people get 2 strike, it's time right away. Get in the box.
Yeah.
Wait till the pitcher comes set, then use your time.
Use it on him too.
100%.
I was, stupid one. Lenny Staccato, one of my favorite managers I ever had. A-Ball said 3-0, especially here, do it. Wait till they get on there. They're thinking about it. Make them think about it more. More times than not, it worked.
Like icing the kicker.
Yeah.
The 3-2 misses. Another leadoff walk. That's 3 straight innings with a leadoff walk and 10 free passes issued overall.
It's 5 straight innings. Or 5 straight first batters, I should say. Right?
Yes.
Technically, every first batter a guy's faced tonight, he's walked. Because
Cavalli, Schultz, Poulin, Varland, and now Beeter. Wow. So Herrera on for Alec Burleson. Playable in left. James Wood will coast in. And there's one out. Well, this is where, if you're Clayton Beeter, you got to dial something up here. Jordan Walker is running red hot. Homered his last time up. Now has 4 homers on the season. And whether it's that fastball with life, whether it's that nasty slider, you got to be intentional about where you're putting either of them. Fouled off.
that reaction right there, too. He knew he got one. I'm going to be honest with you. I stay there. Stay there again. try to open it up even more on that to get to that slider to end it.
Go back in there with the heater, and it's 0-2.
I think that's a perfect idea. Sometimes hitters will give you that, right? That look. You're trying to trick yourself in your mind, like, yeah, I was all over that. Might not have been.
Foul it straight back, but off the pine tar on the bat.
Another late time. It's the 6th straight game that the Nationals have scored at least 5 runs. But yet again, they're going to need more than 5 in order to come away with a win. Slider gets past Millis. Advancing into scoring position now is Herrera with 1 out.
Kind of got caught up with that mitt. Almost threw it straight through the break. Drew didn't trust it. Punch him out.
Lined out to right center. Jacob Young giving chase. On the track, he makes a running catch. What a play by JY to keep this game knotted at 5.
Well, what a great read off the bat from Jacob Young, standard, but down and in to Jordan Walker, and he shoots it that way again. Ball's just 106 off the bat. Perfect route. Joey Wimmer yelling at him 2-2-2.
Knew that chain link fence was creeping up on him. Hung in there and made the play. 2 down now for Nolan Gorman.
Great vantage point there. Great base running by Ivan Herrera too, right? 1 out, halfway, even a little bit more as he keeps going further.
They're going to hold up 4 fingers in the Nationals dugout. An intentional walk to Nolan Gorman. They want the right-on-right matchup with Mason Wynn. Strike 1. Nationals outfielders a little shallow, hoping to give themselves a chance to throw out Herrera at the plate if needed. Wynn a little slow roller left side. Brady House will come get it. Throws out the speedy Mason Wynn. And Clayton Beeter gets out of the 9th, keeping this game 5-5. To the bottom half we go. 2-3-4 due up for the Nats. Looking to walk this thing off. Five runs on 10 hits for the Nationals. 5 runs on 7 hits for St. Louis. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. Luis Garcia Jr. will come off the Nationals bench to pinch hit. George Soriano stays out there for the Cardinals. Swinging first pitch and coming up empty on the slider.
I mean, obviously you're going to know what he has just as a hitter, slider, changeups, and 4-seamers. But Zim, you see a guy like Soriano, third base side, like heel on it, and he's closed off, almost like a little Papelbon, right? What are you expecting? Angle? Is that what he's trying to create?
He's trying to hide the ball. First of all, I hated people that were on the third base side of the rubber. It's a little different left-handed, but right on right. If you were on the first base side of the rubber, thank you very much.
Really?
I hated
I
hated the visual of the ball almost starting behind me.
Right.
I think that's so tough. It creates just a tough angle, a tough visual, and then if you're throwing that with a sinker at the same time, it was tough. But he's closed off, like you said, like Papelbon was. can see he tries to hide it till the very last second.
Louis looks it in the whole way and takes ball 1.
Good ID right there.
Garcia career 3 pinch hit homers.
Oh, we got a caller there, Dan?
Just providing information.
And it's a fact. Take a 2-out or 2-strike knock.
Hit well to right center. This ball's carrying. Does it go? It does not. Louis gave it a ride, but it came down in the glove of Nathan Church.
Oh, it was hit well.
103 off the bat, up and in his spot. And he did his little step back. He's talking to it.
103 at 31 degrees. That's
usually a homer.
Usually a homer.
Not tonight, says Mother Nature. Brady House lays off the front door slider. Holds. Over to get it at third is Nolan Gorman. And there's 2 outs.
I love playing third in these situations too. Like you're playing no doubles, right? Or not hugging the line, but just slightly off. The only way you're going is left. Because he had a great jump on that. I thought right off the bat, I'm going, all right, Brady's going to get a knock.
Brings up Dalen Lyle with 2 away. Oh, and 2.
You talk about, you think about pitch profiles on that. You go bottom of the zone with the changeup, then you go top, and you chase. He's got you right where he wants you, but at the same time, you got to think, Dalen, you got those hands, use them. ID it.
The 0-2. Easy take there for Dalen. Looks like Clayton Beater is done after his 1 inning. The line moves, if needed, to Cole Henry for the 10th. And we're going to have a pitch clock violation. Yep. Second time we've seen this on this homestand. A pitcher not really feeling his footing, perhaps. Shut it down and just absorbs the pitch clock violation.
Statcast just gave us the numbers that Louis lost that ball by 14 feet by the wind.
And Dalen Lyle goes down on strikes. We go to the 10th. Here comes Cole Henry. Back in spring, he took us behind the seams.
Here with Cole Henry, who has 1 full season of big league action in the books, and he's ready for more. Cole, let's talk about your pitches, but maybe more specifically, your arm action and what makes you unique as a pitcher. So show me, if you could, your 4-seam grip, and then get into what's a little different about Cole Henry and how you deliver the baseball.
Okay. This is my 4-seam grip. Pretty standard 4-seam grip. Tuck my thumb underneath. I think what makes my fastball unique and why I get some good success with it is the way that I release it, the low release height. So most guys have like a standard release height, you know, pretty over the top. I'm like more out to the side from a lower angle. So for me, like whenever I'm throwing my 4-seam to the hitter, it kind of looks like it has a lot of run, but it also has a lot of like carry, which I don't like get a lot of induced vertical break, which is like,
looks like it's rising.
Yeah, it looks like it's rising, but from my slot, it looks like it's rising because it's coming from lower than usual. So to the hitter, it kind of rides and runs.
This is Cole Henry's best weapon, that 4-seam fastball with a ton of ride, a ton of carry.
How did you learn to throw from this angle?
I didn't really learn. I just got hurt a bunch, and my arm just naturally started getting lower. And so that's basically what we got.
Did you do that consciously or subconsciously?
Subconsciously.
Really?
Yeah. In college and high school, I was pretty over the top. I was like super high up, and then throughout pro ball I got injured and just tried to do whatever felt natural, and then that just started feeling natural, and now I just run with it.
And now it helped get you to the big leagues.
It did.
Awesome. Cole Henry, really cool stuff. Not just the pitch grip, but the arm angle and the action that helped get him here and is going to hopefully keep him here for a long time to come. Cole, thanks so much.
Thanks, Dan.
Appreciate Cole Henry taking us behind the scenes, showing us his unique arm angle. Franny, you've talked about that fastball that Cole Henry has quite a bit. Combine the characteristics of that pitch with that arm angle, it's been a weapon for him.
It has. It has. They need to utilize it even more against the left-handers. He does that. It's going to be a problem. Good slider. See, this 5th game this year. He's already pitched in 1. The loss came in the extra innings against the Phillies.
Misses on the first one to Thomas Saggese. So Mason Wynn made the last out in the 9th for St. Louis. He's the zombie runner at second with nobody away.
Love it. Way to use it.
Out to center. Jacob Young giving chase, but he can't get there, and St. Louis is going to take the lead. His throw comes to second. Saggese belly flops in with a double, and the Cardinals have themselves a lead.
Again, look, sliders aren't easy to hit. They're just a little easier to hit when it's up in the zone. So it's corner shot, but look where it's at. Up, pops a little bit. Short, compact swing by Saggese. A couple good swings out of him today. Well, we know how important the multi-run top half is. That's where you got to keep it, is at 1. The win percentage for the visiting team when you score multiple runs in the top half is way up there.
Yeah, if you can keep it at 1, like you said, you feel decent about at least tying it up.
Yeah.
Nationals will have good speed
Yeah.
out at second base to start the bottom of the 10th in Dale and Lyle. Noel Poso bats with Saggese at second and nobody away. Ground ball off the side of the mound. That'll allow the runner to move up. So a productive out for Poso. To third goes Saggese with 1 out.
Love when guys do that, though. Poso like barely gets to first, but he was like all fired up because I'm like, he knows what he did. He did his job.
Nationals have to bring the infield in here. Nathan Church, the biggest swing of this game, tied the game with a 2-run homer 2 innings ago. Swing and a miss. There's that good fastball.
When it's at the top of the zone like that, like you were talking about, Franny, it just has that extra life. You think you're on it, then you're under it.
Then you're under it.
Since we've gone to this extra innings system with a runner starting it in scoring position, I've wondered about the psyche of pitchers who give up that zombie runner maybe early in an inning. Still have to find a way to keep fighting. Not let it affect you. Foul tipped by Church, and it's 2-2.
Well, the good thing is it's not your run.
Does not go down as an earned run on your line.
But that's why, like you've seen in the years past, like before he got hurt, the Mountain, Felix Bautista, how amazing he was because he had strikeout stuff right away. Right, those guys, Joan Duran, really good because he can get that first like literally no contact, you know, in that situation. Don't have a lot of that swing and miss type of guy.
Good pitch. Tell you what, watching both of these teams with their young hitters, they grind at bats out. They do a really good job of controlling strike zone.
In there with strike 3.
That'd have been one. That was a perfect pitch. Perfect pitch. This thing starts so far off the plate. You easy give up on it if you're the left-handed hitter. Great job by Cole Henry. Now one more. One more.
Allows the infield to go back to normal depth with J.J. Weatherholt in. Swings first pitch and lines one to right. After it is Weimer. He can't get there. Gets past him and off the wall. Another run in to score as Weatherholt stops at second, and the Cardinals have a 2-run lead in the 10th.
Well, first pitch swinging every AB. It's a good swing yet again from J.J. Weatherholt. Good effort by Joey Weimer. Good decision not to dive after. That's a triple.
But you gotta, I like how he took the aggressive angle to try and catch it, because like you said, keeping them at 1 run, your chances of winning way higher than 2 runs. So you gotta take a chance.
Yeah. Ivan Herrera looks at strike 1. Riley O'Brien will work the bottom of the 10th, it appears. 0-2. For the Nats in the home half, it'll be Weimer, Abrams, and Young. Lined left side, Brady House picks it off. A big play to keep this deficit at 2. Herrera thought he had an RBI. Brady thought otherwise. But St. Louis scores 2 in the top of the 10th, and the Nats gonna need some late game magic yet again to come away with back-to-back wins. Nats are gonna need at least 2. St. Louis with a 7-5 lead. Dalen Lyle will be the zombie runner out at second, and it looks like Jorbit Bibas is going to pinch hit to lead it off. He will face Riley O'Brien, already his 6th appearance out of the Cardinal pen.
Yeah, 2 for 2 in saves. Really good control. Hasn't walked anybody. Struck out a few. Got a save the other night in Detroit.
Bibas hacking at the first one and sends it back to the screen. So he pinch hits for Joey Weimer. C.J. Abrams on deck. Jacob Young due up third. Bibas takes the sweeper. 1-1. As I mentioned earlier, even though both teams were out of ABS challenges, we go to the 10th inning. They each now get 1. Two balls, 2 strikes.
I like his at-bats, man.
Dude, they're awesome. They've been awesome.
He gets his A swing off. He knows what his plan is. See if he can battle with 2 strikes here.
Another great Jorbit Bibas at bat. Count goes full.
That Paul Taboni told us right away is that this guy puts up a pro AB, doesn't chase a whole lot,
The payoff pitch. It hit him. Second time this season that in a 3-2 count, Jorbit Vivas has worn one. Regardless, it puts 2 on with nobody out, and here comes C.J. Abrams.
I just hope people realize how hard it is to come off the bench and just continuously have good at bat after good at bat. And also how valuable it is to have that on your team.
And play good defense. He's shown multiple positions already.
Well, here's CJ. He's homered in 4 of his last 5 games. Came into today tied for the Major League lead in RBI. He's already added on 1 more tonight to make it 14 on the season. What does he have in store here? Takes the sweeper for strike 1.
Oh, has a tight slider to go along with that sweeper that he likes to throw to lefties. That sinker, I mean, 98 with movement.
You were talking about how Soriano hides the ball. This guy, he's turning that front side even more. I mean, look how far that left foot's turned.
And on 3 pitches, he sets down Abrams.
Is he the Ivan Herrera of pitchers right there? Keep turning the foot, keep turning, keep turning.
Big strikeout there for O'Brien for the first out. Now it's Jacob Young.
I'd say 3 perfect pitches too on CJ. Executed. High clip right there.
High fastball for strike 1.
You still have the ABS challenge if you want. Good choice.
Lyle takes off as Young dribbles one left side. In to get it is Gorman. Picked on the back end by Burleson. Immediately Corey Ray telling the dugout that they should challenge. For now, it's the second out in the 10th.
What a play by Nolan Gorman.
We're going to play on. No challenge.
Cold, not an easy play, and the pick by Alec Burleson on that one too. Look where he gets to. That front part of the base.
Oh. Well, after all that, single ties it up.
Yep, Bibas ended up moving into scoring position on the throw. So Lyle at third, Bibas at second for Nasim Nunez.
And they keep creeping in from the outfield. I mean, that with 2 outs, that's pretty shallow for them. Gotta work if you're Jorbeat out there at second base.
So JC trying to get his signals from the dugout as to where to stand. Good snag by Poso on a pitch that took off.
That kind of seam.
Or a scuff. Seam or scuff.
They don't know how to throw the scuff.
Play him to pull on the infield, the other way in the outfield. Sword, and it's 1-2. Nunez tried to check his swing. He did. Lyle comes to the plate. Advancing to third is Bibas. The Nats get a run closer, and the tying run now 90 feet away. They already appealed to third.
Pozo didn't know that they did.
Yeah, Tom Hanahan down there said no swing, so it's a 2-2 count and a 7-6 game.
Well, now you don't want to bury that slider quite as much, maybe.
Sit heater.
Or you might just leave the heater or the slider out.
The 2-2. Swung on, and that'll do it. The Nationals fall 7-6 in Game 2 of this series. These two teams back and forth in the first two. The Nationals come back late in Game 1 to pick up a 9-6 win, and tonight it's the Cardinals. They tie it in the 8th, they score 2 in the top of the 10th, and hold on for dear life in the bottom half. 7-6 our final score. It'll be a rubber game at Nationals Park tomorrow. But first, Alexa Dapp has Nationals postgame.